over here just so you have it if you want.
Okay, so you still have 30 minutes?
Yeah, you can have longer than that. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So you want to send you maybe a pre-list of probable thing I will look a little bit, or I think I...
Yeah, take your time. I don't, if it goes, we can go to 7:30, or if you go a little bit longer, it's not a big deal. It has screen view. You should have.
Okay, just
shared all
that. Do you have a chat? You have a chat in the? Yeah.
Yep, we got a chat.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. If I doing that.
Yeah, I wish Skype was this good.
Okay, this is like a pre-list of probably maybe not all, but
okay.
I just maybe help you to prepare your connection and.
Maybe I connect to all these.
All the same time?
Yeah. Super reptilian, yeah, I do feel that. Gray reptilian. Oh yeah, is it Zeta reptilians? Or I imagine there's different types of gray reptilian. They're not all called Zeta reptilians. I imagine that. On the light, there's something I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I was curious if he was. I know when I asked about one entity or group of entity named I am the Black.
Mm-hmm.
He said the answer was he will probably come back later under another name or under another color.
Interesting.
The thing is, maybe they just change for the light, or maybe it's not completely not the same thing, but.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a weird one. Yeah, dude. I mean, it does. Yeah, definitely do see something connected to that. Cheesecake's Sure, why not? The taller, that's interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know what the hell that would be, but Eastern Man, metallic frog. Wait, this is all just thoughts that come to you, or just
Some of the metallic frog is really a picture in my head.
Yeah.
The taller is more an idea. After I just think about many variation of the tall blonde, the tall this, tall that. Maybe the taller.
Taller is interesting. That's an interesting one.
The Eastern Man, I think is a picture in my head. I put a date on that. I think it's an idea. I think it's that. I'm not sure if it's just an idea or. Yeah, it's more a French word and just translate October 19th ID.
So which one do you want to connect to, though? Whatever one of these comes through.
Yeah, well, I would. The last one, the mirror entity, is just an idea. I come in my head and kind of the picture, the guy face come in my head after that. The lion is like how you said that when people don't brush the hair, the hair was in any direction. It's like that. The white lion with the hair with not brush well and any direction, something like that. Yesterday I don't write everything yesterday. Yesterday I have a kind of young boy, which like how you say deep, no, not deep. Dive, like akin to dive in something, and around him you have white energy, and like the energy around him was like airs in the wind. They move like this. I met it yesterday, last night. I don't write them, but there are a few of them. And yeah, the last one, I don't write the last one. I think it will maybe go not bad as I think about agent a little bit. The golden blue agent. I think it will be not bad.
Interesting.
I will start. I think I will start with Prime to just to pick all the message which are not complete. They don't complete receive. When I ask when you're doing webinar, I asked a few times for message and many was more private. I just look to take this message and see after what I do.
Okay. All right, so we're going to talk to the Prime creators, and we want to talk to you first?
Yeah, we'll start with that.
Okay. Yeah, if it goes, after 7:30, no big deal. So, we're going to go.
Do you have something you wish to explore a little bit?
Jeez. I didn't come prepared on that one. Let's see. We saw the Men in Black stuff come through.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, with the Men in Black coming through, I don't want to make this a Men in Black channel, but that's when that silver plating came through because of them. So they show up every once in a while if you like a. I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever you show up.
It's okay.
Like, it's healing them. It's healing us. But their connection seems to be quite stronger than other aliens. You have a more closer connection. Of course, I can't see everything. But other than that, I don't know. Whatever you can come up with, it's not.
Okay, maybe MIB or Silver Palladium. You wish?
Yeah. Yeah, silver Palladium is going to come through in the future more often.
General message for you, or?
Yeah, I think some of it's going to be blocked off from what I'm being told, so.
We'll see.
Already got that. So, yeah, it's
maybe for the future time you can sometimes just put on paper something you wish to explore, and when you have the possibility, I can put that on the table.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is I don't know. This is pretty good. Too bad Skype doesn't have anything like this. That would be even better. But the record's fine, no issues.
Okay.
So, and Skype record, like I use the Microsoft's Skype, they're for business, work fine. But it's impossible to add somebody to that. So, anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's more business.
Yeah, so that would have been nice to use, but anyway, this is fine. So.
Perfect.
All right, sounds good. All right, here we go.
See you later.
All right.
Porn creator.
Porn creator. Yeah, I can see that. I don't think they care about. I don't think it mind that. See, that's what they mostly do on the other side, from what I'm being told.
Yeah, close your eyes. I will splash in your face.
Blessings. This is the Prime Creator. Much love to you and the world. Sheldon says hello to humanity.
Hi, Prime.
Greetings.
What's new with you?
Oh, nothing. We're just hanging around, as humanity believes. There is much activity around your election time of your America that is becoming quite, it is not comfortable to watch, but it is part of humanity's growth, which is fine. It's like a scab that just does not stop hurting.
Okay. It's okay, I don't watch it anyway.
You're not, well, for us, we see it. Even if we do not want to see it, it is given to us no matter what. That's something humanity can shut things off. When you're in the spirit world, you don't shut anything off. But your Middle East is quite interesting. Quiet in your news cycles, but it is quite active. As for your Syria is a great concern. Russia and Syria is, much as not being said, it is not a healthy place for your world.
Okay.
That's a place it needs to be.
What is, how can I say, what is the position of the Canada at this moment in this change, in the global change? If I can say.
I can say it is going well. It will only improve. Those that are in, I wouldn't say in charge, for the people who are in charge, for the people that are in charge. That is your Canadian people in general. These are elected officials that don't have much power, but it is in a positive energy. As much Palladian energies there assisting with a positive movement. Only if your United States had the same energies of your Canada. It only wishes. It does not realize what it is missing out on. But at this time, Canada is not perfect, but moving in a positive direction. Its economy is never going to be perfect. It's always going to have issues with that. That's never going to be quite stable, but it isn't anywhere.
Okay.
But for the most part, it is doing well.
What kind of this energy of influence was from the Prime Minister of Canada?
What is your question exactly?
What is the kind of main species behind the Prime Minister of Canada?
Reptilian.
Oh yeah.
Surprised there, but there's a lot of Palladian energies around this one. It is very much reptilian, but a positive reptilian. There is some negative, yes.
Even his father was reptilian a little bit.
Yes. Actually, his father has more Syrian, but this one has much reptilian. But a balance of positive and negative, but there is a negative force there, yes. As there is around your world, because it is part of your England, I believe. Yes. So that's the reason why the reptilian energy is.
Do he was a conscience, a reptilian, or just like us without know everything?
He is not aware. No, he's not aware.
Okay.
But not enough to be skepticism all around him. But an open mind also, but I don't believe he knows it.
Okay. And about maybe the Prime Minister of Quebec?
That is more Palladian.
Okay. Do the Quebec will just follow other country, or it will be a little bit more, take more leadership of its?
It will be more independent, yes.
Okay.
It's not easy to be independent, but it is trying to be independent, yes.
Okay.
Try to be right with the people, because they know if they're wrong with the people, they will have issues.
Okay. Does the change will come more faster for us, or just come after other country?
It will come faster. It will. It is at a steady pace. Yes.
Okay. Does that could be more easy because you don't have much influence?
Yes, other territories in Canada have had more of a control. Quebec does not have much of a grip around it. It is mostly left alone because of the Canadian influences there. Actually, have much to do with that. They've made alliances and truce.
What is the main goal of? I know with the electricity company from Quebec, Hydro-Québec. Always the time, always the few last years to charge more and more and more for the production of electricity. What is the goal behind that, and what the kind of influence behind that? And
yes, there is much corruption behind that, and something your elected officials will not get near, because that what fuels them also. They are funded by them through donors and things of that sort. Okay. There are companies there that stay quiet, but do run that show.
Okay. does this part of the company will be clean in the next few years? And
A few years.
yeah, does this company have many technology we don't have? How you said that? We don't know their existence.
Yes. Yes, there are several. They're not
Okay.
trying to be known. They do not want to be known.
Okay. The kind of technology which would create independence of each house to the connection to this thing, or
Yes, but that technology is going to be difficult to come into your environment. I believe your Elon Musk is doing many things among that,
mm-hmm.
and he will become more successful with that. And I
Okay.
understand it's very much controlled also. So you get a little bit of the same.
Okay. How much time until this control will be on the energy will be released?
Several years. It's hard to say an exact time.
Okay.
It's hard to say at the time.
Okay. I will jump directly on in the few last week and month. I asked for a few messages, and many of them was more private.
Yes.
I will give you the few date and few detail I received from that, and if you can connect and give me more, just tell me.
Yes, I would connect to the beings that have these messages for you.
Okay, September 16, Blue Palladium, tell me you have few information about my reptilian aspect, which are connect to my dragon aspect. Are you able to connect to that?
Was that the question?
Yeah, the September 16.
Your reptilian aspect that's connected to your dragon aspect? Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be from Blue Palladium, this message. This small part of message.
As the two of those are combining, they are experimenting, and you're very much involved with it. It's actually a great project where you take reptilian, of course they already have your dragon energies, and they're experimenting more with it to create another hybrid. And you're very much involved with the grays mostly. It is a top secret connection. It is also a lethal connection, meaning it is like creating a monster in some regard. They've done this before, but they're doing it again. A different way, adding more Palladian energies with it to make more of a hybrid that can be civilized. In some ways it is kind of like a giant they're creating with this. They've done this before, but they're always changing it over time. And you're very much involved in this project, creating a civilization where these beings can connect. For giants, though, around, of course, some would be 7, 8 feet tall. So it's like imitating Anunnaki creating, basically, without the Anunnaki involved.
Mm-hmm.
It's imitating much of what they did in the past, and this is quite known. This is actually not, well, it is known by certain beings, but it has been tried before also, but they're working about it.
Okay. It is to put the quality of dragon into the reptilian, or try to add quality to the dragon, or?
Yes. The reptilian also is a different type. Dragon and reptilian they're the same but very different also. And also a dinosaur energy is being added to it also. So adding a great amount of things. It's actually more of the dinosaur, but it is part of the dragon also. So yes, they're getting very creative. It is an unstable being usually.
What kind of quality or perspective they try to create with that is
They don't know.
big big, gentle dragon, reptilian, or
They're trying to create a civilization for these beings.
okay, to write something just new civilization. That's all.
Yes. Well, for starters, they are testing it at this time. You're very much part of it as a gray aspect actually doing this. Yes, there is a reptilian involved, but most of the gray connections are the strongest ones. It is a planet that they found where they can allow these creations to be done, and they haven't been quite successful with its connection. But it is more of a dragon-like face of the being, but as a humanoid reptilian body, but also the dinosaur DNA also for longevity, for strength, for many things.
Dinosaurs good health.
Yes.
And okay.
You can adapt, and well, of course, reptilians also, but the dinosaur adds to it, makes it stronger, almost uncontrollable.
Okay. It's like to try to create a more smart dinosaur. Somewhere.
Yes, it is. There are dinosaurs that are very intelligent.
Okay.
It's just on your world you did not get to experience that part.
Anyway.
They were here, they did to take over everything. Just like reptilians, but these are a little bit more menacing.
Okay.
There are T-Rexes with longer arms, but they are not pleasant to be around. Sometimes the little arms have much... It is better they have small arms.
Okay, interesting. We'll jump to the next one. September 29. It seems Arcturian have put energy field around me. What is the reason behind that? Etc.
There's been a lot of reptilian energies around you manipulating your energy, at least attempting to. They see you're part of many hybridization programs, but these are not what you see at your Gertrude Near. They're mostly part of creating species. So you can call that a hybridization program if you like. You can call it whatever you want. But part of these genetic experiments, just like human on this planet is a genetic experiment, just like any other species. You're part of several, and this is why they don't keep this stuff public. And so to keep of course your soul never dissolves ever. But there are beings that learn how to, at a higher density, learn how to manipulate higher density beings and to wipe a soul out. Not to say they're very successful, but at least a higher density beings can be manipulated. And you're at this time being protected because of this work you're involved with other different species. Of course, many on your planet are, but you're pretty far within, you could say it's more top secret type of connections. There's a protection here at this time. But there are reptilians wondering what you are up to and aren't always able to connect to it. There are Arcturians that are watching out for you, yes. But these projects are very much Arcturian. There are Zeta. There are many different species. It is similar to your Area 51 type of secrecy. You can say to give you something to go by, but it is you're very much involved with these things. Why do you think you connect to all these different species? It's because you're adding to your projects that you're working on, eventually. So you're always connecting to new things. And some of you are creating, some of you are not creating. So you're always part of a building block of different species. This is why that is there. This is why they can't say everything.
Okay. And the way they try to manipulate my energy or my
thinking.
My thought in some way?
Thinking like mostly. They have not been successful. They have been removed.
Are you able to know What they try to control me, or they try to send me in direction, or just
They
take
wanted to see what you're.
information?
They wanted to see what you're doing.
But technically,
They were unsuccessful. I would not worry.
I mean, technically, I can, when I will be enough awake, I will be able to deal with that easily, or
Yes.
okay.
Say these are like beings that wish to spy on what you are up to. You are part of a lot of projects that are secretive. Of course, many are. Not everyone, but many are.
Okay.
You're part of a hybridization program of new species that aren't ready for the universe to see. There is, you can say, a spy syndicate always around. It's just a way. It does exist.
So much thing happen in only on the Earth. We people in general are able to see, and it seems you have million times of more thing happen in higher perspective.
Not necessarily. You'd be surprised there's many beings that are kept out of this type of work. Some that are trusted are allowed to be involved.
They keep out because they don't have interest about, only because why? They don't have interest about that kind of thing.
They don't have access, is what I'm being told.
Like I probably don't have access to other kind of thing.
You will, yes. You will eventually. It will come through more clearly.
What make the difference between to have not as at the level I am now, but as entity? What is, how you say that? What kind of thing can put an entity in position to have access to some kind of thing and not?
Not all entities have access to everything. It's just some do, but those are highly trusted. But most projects are, certain ones are hidden. This Earth project was hidden for some time. So there are projects that are kept on the low. Mars also was kept, where beings are, to some can become nefarious. This is why there's secrecy.
Yeah.
Only in some cases. Mostly everything is open.
In some way, the creation and in general was like a big company, and always many different sections of people which work on different kind of thing, and some was don't know what happened in the other place.
Mm-hmm. Also, the Elohim is much involved in keeping secrecy around. It is just for the creation purpose. It's just like when a child is born. You don't want to show it to the world. You want to keep it nurtured for some time until it's ready for the world. So they do know something's up, but they don't know what it is. And sometimes it's best for that being to be safe.
Do that mean if I have access to many secret things, because I choose more to be in positive than usual people do?
When things are ready, you make it public, yes. But there are times when things are not ready to be public.
Okay. I will jump to the next question. October 13. From Archangel Michael and Zeta Angel, work to healing past life. Which life, what kind of influence this life have on me, and what's coming after that?
I'm not sure I understood your question completely. What is it exactly that you're looking for?
Okay, October 13th. The message from Archangel Michael.
Mm-hmm.
and a few Zeta angel will work to healing past life from one of my past life, I guess.
To heal one life? To heal a past life?
Yeah, the message is Michael and Zeta angel work to healing a past life. What is the past life? What is the influence of this? The influence of this past life, and what will come after that?
There are several, but there is one here that is of a Zeta Gray lifetime on this planet. There are the times of the reptilians that were involved with this Earth that have been manipulating humans greatly. They have seized a lot. It was a lot worse in the past. It has gotten much better. Of course, it is. They use technology now to run humanity. Before, they all did it personally. But as a Zeta, you are there unlocking much of their controls on this world. And in doing that, it does seem like they did capture you and were not pleasant during that experience, from what I'm being told. It was a short life. Let's put it that way.
They shorted this life.
Yes.
Is a test? I'm not a test. It's like they try experimenting something on it, or they just try to get information. Or?
Information, but also they were getting in their way, so they had to exterminate you, basically.
Okay.
It did seem like they had you in prison for some time, but then I think they threw you out in space for a while, but then you came back. So, from what I'm being told. Yes, you're very persistent. They got tired of persistence.
I am very persistent, you said?
Yes.
You don't like that?
Yes, you kept coming back a couple of times. I don't think you're persistent anymore because of that. It was around the time of the 1500s that what I'm being told. It was a time of great change on this planet also.
You said that they am a little bit stubborn, you said, I think? Had a hard head a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. We'll jump to...
Yes, it seems like you were tampering with their technologies and shutting down a lot of their operations, so they did not like that too much.
I guess. Nobody like that.
They were taking advantage of people way too much, and now they still are, but they have cooled off quite a bit. They still have a manipulation going on, a manipulation machine going on at this time. In the airwaves, in many ways. They have many controls over humanity at this time, but humanity is slowly waking up to it. Slowly.
Okay. The next one is October 20, about the family crisis. I guess is alien side, I guess. Something like that.
With their family.
I don't think it's Earth family. I guess it's more alien family. About this family crisis.
I believe it was, if I'm connecting to this right, it is your family here at a crisis with the aliens.
Happening on Earth?
No.
Okay, the alien on Earth. That's what you mean?
I think they had an alien crisis before they incarnated here. Is what I mean.
Okay, yeah, it's like a family crisis about my connection with other entities, something like that. I'm not sure what they mean.
One moment. Yes, the alien crisis with your family, I believe it's Pleiadian energies. At one time, there was a crisis, yes. And those that are reincarnated in your family at this time have brought some of those issues into their incarnation here. They're trying to deal with it at this time, is what I'm being told at this moment. And it's just self-love. Even as an alien, some of them have had issues with that. They brought some of their karma here, which is normal. But it has not been resolved by many of them. They have not let go of the past. The past seems to be haunting them. Mistakes, love that never turned into what they might think it was going to be. Things of that sort is just at least the family you're in at this time is holding a grudge against each other. Personal grudge, which is quite normal for humanity to do. It's quite a human thing.
Mm-hmm.
As Pleiadians, they were very free-thinking, free-loving. Another reason why they picked Canada. Canada is very much a Pleiadian energy. Some would say Syrian, but it still has much Pleiadian social energies. That has a place of the heart. It is a place familiar to them and other realities, such as with the Pleiadians, they were not always the easiest to get along with. They had accomplishments, which you would find strange. And as a Pleiadian, they had accomplishments that were not fully accomplished. Understand, these are humanoid worlds that are somewhat similar to yours. But there are times when certain souls do not get to accomplish what they like to accomplish. And so they feel like they are worthless to some degree. And then they reincarnate in this world hoping they can repair much of that. And then they go into the same cycle again of doing what they can do best, but not accomplishing what they'd like to accomplish. Still, a lot of dreams have been put on the side.
Okay.
Is what I am being told this time.
Okay, thanks for this question. I'll jump to the second question of the same day, October 20, about the Sun Center. Same, I graduate to a higher level of sensitivity, of energy. More information about that, or?
This is very much a Pleiadian energy that you're connected to. It also does feel Andromedan energies are involved, but yes, you're going to a higher... In the next couple of months, more information will be given to you. It's taking its time at this time.
Okay.
You're not quite there. You have to graduate. Still, the information will eventually start to flow more clearly of what you wish to accomplish here. And your galactic connections, they will come through more clearly through a dream. It does feel at the adequate time. Now, that might not be this year. It's possibly be early next year sometime. That's not 100% this moment.
Okay.
As you wake up in a dream, basically what they're saying, you will possibly remember being at a meeting with friends, but it might seem like strangers.
Okay.
These are alien friends.
Do that new level of sensitivity will give me other kind of thing, of possibility, than receive information directly?
Possible change of timeline in the coming year. Possible. The future.
You mean that give me opportunity to change it, or timeline, or be consciously changing the line, or?
And a lot of this has to do with information, but also job situation as a possibility of change. None of that is 100%. As a job situation, that is the one that's not 100%. As for the alien information, that will eventually come through, flooding through, whittle by whittle, in the next year. A lot has to do with your Illuminaty also that has not been spoken about recently. It does seem like you're a part of the Illuminaty project, which is interesting also.
Okay.
That you're not fully aware of.
And are you able to tell me in which way I'm part of that?
For a moment. As a one that they can trust with sensitive information, meaning your aliens that you're connecting to, the ones that you start to connect to, some on this list will become more clear, but they're being careful on what comes through. You guys, you have had many meetings actually with this Illuminati energy. Interesting. Because you're connecting to beings that they try to keep quiet. Some of it is their experiments that they don't like to make public. Not to say that you're making public, but they are, not to say they're on this list, but some of the things that you're connected to is what they are connected to.
In later time, okay.
Yes. Yes, they're deciding what is allowed to be said at this time. Right now, nothing.
Okay. We'll jump to message of October 27th. From, it will be really short. It's about the Zeta hybrid program. Yeah. Are you able to give me more about this?
What was the name of this? Zeta?
Zeta hybrid program.
Oh, Zeta hybrid program?
Yeah.
That was the one I mentioned earlier. There is.
Okay.
That is the vague description of it.
Okay.
Yes, humanoid reptilians is involved with this. Humanoid Martians are involved with this because Mars is being recreated on other realities, on other worlds. It might not be here. Well, it is, but it has been recreated. Also, there are parts of your world that has different timelines have been preserved on other planets, such as your 1960s, where your JFK did survived, was not shot at all. Many of those still, there are other Earths where this exists. And this is a timeline that you are aware of, but many are.
Okay.
There are many more timelines.
Okay. The second question of the same day about my energy shifting and the download of animal library, and I'm part of this inception. Do you have more information to give about that?
It's another experimental hybridization program that's part of this. But yes, other species that have not been brought to this earth, meaning other animal species that have not, and you're already slightly connecting to it already. Different types of animals that have not been mentioned, have not been seen on this world.
Mm-hmm.
That you will eventually, you're already receiving downloads something similar to what we're speaking of. Ones that cannot be quite understand, your giraffe, your hippo, your elephant, all look very strange on this world. And just imagine them as humanoids on spacecraft, which does exist, which they've finally become more humanoid. Many are reluctant to go in that direction. But these are other species you will start to connect to. As for different types of species, whatever comes to your mind most likely does exist. Whatever you are feeling as a download is most likely correct.
Okay.
It is for your hybridization programs that you're assisting at this time.
How is useful for me to receive that here as human? as already have this information as higher to
Yes.
other side, but just to show the people is if I can not directly use it here.
When this Earth goes into a higher vibration, when it is now no longer negative as it is,
Okay.
these beings will be brought to your planet. Another species of animal will be brought to this planet. We'll be very much involved with it in some way.
Yeah, maybe in a few thousand years, 100 years.
Yes.
1,000.
1,000 possibly. The way the energies of this Earth, anything is possible, but humanity has to make that choice. That is not.
Okay. Anyway, in few thousand years, the animal will not. Do they will still need to
Exist here?
feed themselves, or they just connect with energy and be alive?
Yes, it would be mostly like that. Yes.
Well, I finished for this the old message.
Yes.
Can you tell me if you have new message from any kind of entity for me?
The Blue Palladians. They're not like your cash that you're aware of. They are same as ones as Ivan's channel, 6 foot tall Blue Palladian. You have many aspects on a Blue Palladian, different types of worlds. One in particular is connected to the Galactic Federation of Light. Others are, but they're very laid back, and it is not. They have other things to do. As for the Earth Project, there are certain planets that are involved with the Earth Project, such as those in your solar system. But as for this Blue Palladian aspect, is very much always monitoring this planet, bald as you are right now. Whatever they look, they change their look all the time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But very much involved with this Earth, studying it day by day, of the different timelines, different things, educating others. And very much you have an education of another aspect that's educating the younger souls that are born like a teacher. You have on this planet. Mm-hmm. You're just going to the Earth and there are many worlds that teach Earth. And that's all they do. There's a lot here that is not seen by humans here, that is helping other species evolve and copy many of the things that are on this world, such as wearing clothes and looking ridiculous as humans do on this planet. Many are copying these type of things on their worlds. Mm-hmm. They're just bringing this information to other realities. And you're just monitoring how they humanize themselves also. So it's quite fascinating. You can connect to this. It is up to you to connect to this, but technically you are part of that. You're bringing other species into your reality, and your other aspects are connecting to it also. Some they can't connect to. So what you are connecting to helps this Earth's reality. Realize you're helping also future realities on this world. As for the future, as for this animal species, there are several that eventually there are possible timelines on this world. As for the species of animal that's on this world will eventually leave, and new ones will be brought to this world.
Okay.
It goes into a higher density.
Create a new kind of perspective.
Yes. Yes, because they've lived enough here. Now they will still connect mostly as an extraterrestrial instead of as an animal. Mm-hmm. More extraterrestrials coming here, like your lion, your elephant beings will be here, and they'll have different types of animal species here. As for the animals, same situation you have. So these timelines will come clear to you over time. It is not all too important, but you are assisting that process right now. As for any messages other than that, yes, you are connected to the Galactic Federation of Light. In this world, as I said, is connected to. Assisting it that it moves swiftly into this contact. As for first contact, which is sometime in the near future, is no time soon. Some aliens come in here to say it's going to happen in a couple of years, knowing well this world's nowhere ready for that. There might be little spots across your world, possibly, of contact, where it gives your world a chance to get used to that idea, understand those aliens to be very well protected also. That is possible in your lifetime here. But these would be well-protected areas. They will be broadcasted to the world so people realize these things do exist. But understand it's not 100% be done in your lifetime or not.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be a world contact either because it's not ready for it. It's possible it can change. But at this time, its vibration is not ready. It has many generations to go.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still putting that energy out that is still possible of it happening sooner in your lifetime. So it's all a possibility. It's not for us to give you exact dates. It's for humanity to give yourself an exact date.
Mm-hmm.
It will happen eventually. If it does not happen in your lifetime, you'll still be a part of it. And your time here, as of others, will be still connecting to Earth in some other form, mostly alien. Some will choose spirit, but most likely most will not reincarnate here. Allow others to come through anyway. But you're leaving a path of knowledge for the future generations to connect. Okay. It's up to you to gather all your data in maybe some sort of book form or internet form where something maybe that cannot be destroyed. If it has something that has copies of hard copies, whatever it feels. It does not have to be now. But when you feel, whatever you feel is right. It could be data that way in hard, something that where people can look through it, because I'd be interested, because eventually, and right now it's slowly happening as people become more interested in all this, that will evolve more and that will speed up eventually.
Okay.
And most likely you'll see that in your lifetime. As for more becoming understanding of the aliens, your culture is slowly accepting it, but very slowly. First they're going to mock it for some time. That is the human way, but that is okay because that is, they have to laugh about it to get used to it, to say how ridiculous it is. Mm-hmm. Look at your animals on your planet and just say the chance of you being alone here is not very high. But some are refusing to see that. But yes, whatever you feel as a documentation of what you see, what your information that you download, whenever you feel it is right time for you to do this. But hard copies are good for humans, not just your internet. Your internet is fine, but you know how that easily that can be erased. Not to say it will be, but it can be. So yes, it is a project that many will be involved with as for taking this type of information and expanding it out to others. Copy form. Yes, your connection to the Galactic Federation of Light is just to assist humanity in having more information. You can say you can almost do a documentary or whatever that feels right for you. A diary of your knowledge. You'd be, when you feel is right, to be given to others. It does not have to be now. You have the time here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What is the probable, I would say that, my probable lifespan?
Of yours?
My lifespan, I think is the word for that?
Yes. One moment. You can't get accurate numbers, of course. Around 60 to 70 years.
60?
Possibly longer.
I will need to stop to hit fat.
Well, we see the 80 mark around you, but that's up to you if you want to go that far. Some feel comfortable around the 60 number than the 80 number. The 80 number gets kind of strange for some. 70, that's almost like you might as well go to 80 now. But a healthy 80, some would to go 100. I'm not sure if you want to go there, but that number is always awakened to you. It depends on what type of safe driver you are and how safe the drivers are around you also, but of course you but things are known to happen because the soul is ready to leave, so it has many.
Yeah.
The soul is in control. You're
not. I think this last year I received the information about the Edelson project. What happened with that? And what kind of thing is behind that?
Is that a gray information? Hybridization program?
Don't. Okay.
That's what I'm picking up on. Yes, that is still in works. That is around your Earth at this time on ship. Yes. That is in process. Yes. You're very much involved with that, actually, but secretive. There's a lot of yell with that also, but mostly it's the project.
Okay.
Yes. They do connect to the graphic near, but quietly. Some are not authorized to know about it. Try to keep it secret. It is very much a Zeta project to keep. The Zetas like to be quiet of what they're up to because they've known to make many mistakes. They're just connected to humans in the wrong way. But one thing they did give to this Earth is an idea of what aliens do look like. And that is where humanity is comfortable with, even if they are terrified of it. If they saw a reptilian being, they might not feel so wishing to connect to. Of course, Zetas aren't exactly the most easy to get along with. But this reptilian would bring a lot more fear to humanity if they were seen. Some of them are, but most of them are not. So having a little person with a big head brings some fear, but mostly curiosity, which is good.
Okay. Can you tell me? I have an impression I'm always on low energy since I have 14 years around. And I think before that I was more higher or more active energy in my body. It's something
before the age of 14.
Yeah, I was.
Yes.
In this time I work in the field and after that I began to have a slow process to be active in my body or have active energy.
Yeah, so going into more of a intellectual way of looking at things, and astrally you're connecting more beings. You became more of an astral being. You became more active in astral. So your body here became more tired, more...
Does that mean I feed less my body?
Yes. You left your body more often also. Of course, before then you did also, but it was different. In this, you're setting your life up also. And you also see the vibrations of this earth. You weren't exactly connecting with it. In a way, it's like, I'm not sure if this incarnation is right for me either. So you did start weaving more astrally. It is just part of the body's process also. As you become more human, you start to weave more also. This is quite common as humans become human. The more tired you feel, the more you're spending in astral. What's going on.
Okay.
So it's not always that way. You're not always worn out and tired, but there is a good portion of it that you are, yes.
Okay. It's not a life somewhere which have an influence on me for that.
You have this all... Your astral self, it's all part of the plan, is what he says. It is what, yes, life here is going to be difficult. It's not going to be as you want it to be, but your astral self has it all, as he says, figured out. And you just have this all, you're at the place where you want to be, even if it's not exactly the easiest, or you want more of this and that. That will come eventually. do see a possible job change possible in the coming year. I believe this has been said before too in certain ways.
You know what? What kind of a job you said?
It's just a job opportunity. In the next
What kind?
It seems to be in the field that you're already in. Maybe more employment time. It's possibly it's not being entirely clear, but a shift is occurring.
Yeah, restaurant again. Yeah.
It's a possibility. It is what you're familiar with.
Better energy,
Yes.
more positive people,
Yes.
better owner.
That's up in the air.
Okay. Will be around. I guess it will be around. I don't have choice to walk.
It will be.
Okay. Um,
It seems to be, yes, in the next year, there'll be opportunities popping up.
the begin of the next year? Or?
Yes, possibly at the end of this year, but most likely next year. It is possibly also, it keeps shifting.
Keep shifting.
Meaning it's between this year and next year. Because it could be also the end of next year also. It is not 100%. The decision has not been 100% made at this time of what is going on with that company. Let's put it that way.
The company where I will go, or where I am now?
Where you will go. Where you are now is a possibility of more hours. But we do see a shift in job position also.
Yeah. But,
It's a mixture of different things. It is a mixture of where you are at is what you decide also. There are other job opportunities will be born in your next year, but also where you are at will have more job opportunities also for you. At least more hours we see. At least.
It seems they have many things to fix on this with the people over there or there. Maybe medicine to clean. I don't know what they have that kind of energy there. Low energy there.
Yes, it is.
What kind of entity behind the owner of the place?
Of the place that you are working at, is Syrian reptilian, a very materialistic energy.
Yeah.
The energy of gold, meaning of objects mostly.
Yeah. There's more security for her.
Yes.
Yeah. And she is in some way influenced administrator and everything under how can I say?
Yes.
The people under her, if you can say.
They're trying to save money also.
Yeah.
And that way it cuts into employment wages because of that.
Yeah, they cut everything.
Because they can afford to have more people do things, but they don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
They rather squeeze their pockets, basically, what little they want to spend.
Do you see that change or?
Possibly because of the holiday season.
Mm.
Possibly next year. Possibly. This is all free will. Possibly they'll realize they have to spend more to keep people employed because people are getting tired of it.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility of spending more to keep those that are loyal.
Anyway, we'll see it one day, maybe.
Yes, this is all under their decision making.
Yeah, I know that. Do you see more change, or maybe the next year for me?
Yes, it'd be more positive next year. Yes. It'll be in patches, though. It won't be entirely positive, but it will have its place of good days and bad days, more good days than bad. It will. The energy is going to go up and down. It's just the way it is at that place.
I think the thing begin to be better now. I see that.
Yes.
I think that will be better for the family too.
Yes, but there's still going to be mismanagement issues as we can tell.
Okay.
Of lack of wishing to spend, is what I see. That's caused irritability among others.
Do some of my part wish to give me a message?
On the job situation or general?
General.
Yes, be patient. Changes in the air. After this Christmas, there will be a shift. It is up to you to take it, though, of change. It is up to you. It will not be there alone. That opportunity will not be there alone. But it'll be a good opportunity, but it's always up to you.
Mm-hmm. Any form of other kind of income for other kind of form of income?
Mostly where you are at this time. It will, like I said, hours will change. Yes, more income. Yes, possibly.
Only on this way?
There's also possible of other job opportunities, yes, in other places.
No, okay. Not for our money.
As for where you are at, as for job security, as for more more pay, where you're at this time, is a possibility of a raise. It's been in the thought patterns, but it doesn't seem to be executed. It doesn't seem to have been executed and unlikely to be executed anytime soon.
I mean, I know when, I don't know when, if it's still on the place, on the line, about the healing center or other kind of thing, of that way, which would bring income, or that will be something different.
A healing center in your area?
In the same timeline?
The energy of it does exist, yes.
Does that still on the game, or that is changed now, that have this thing?
No, it is still there, it just has not been connected to yet. It still can be several years in your future. It is still there, though. It has not been uncovered yet.
Okay.
It's not impossible to connect to it. It will find its way to you eventually. When the time is right. It's not time right. That is one reason for it not to be around yet.
That's my channeling activity, and probably healing will still be probable active for the next year.
Yes. Every day improves. Yes. There's always an improvement every day. But still, it seems like your direction here, you are already channeling in a different way, though.
I think I begin to understand how that works.
Yes, you're receiving information, so you are channeling, just not in the way that you might want to. But you are, in a unique way, it's doing much.
Does more conscious way or more trance way? In trance or more inconscious?
Being more conscious. Possibly trance, you're here and there trance, but mostly conscious right now.
Okay. Any other message from any entity in general, or?
The Arturians said they are working on your projects that you created in Astral.
Okay.
And there are great many of them. They almost say they're game pieces. They add them to different worlds. Have a lot to do with biological, as for plant life creation, as for healing of plant life, we should say better.
Mm-hmm.
Where plant life it's like a laboratory for plant life to coexist with the worlds and spread out. It'd be planted and spread out across the world in a positive way. That is some of your creations. There are others that I don't want to go into, but a lot has to do with nature, preserving it, taking different types of nature's creations and taking them to other realities. But there's more to it, but they don't want to go into it right now.
Okay. Yeah, continue.
Yes, you're very much involved with the Adam and Eve energies of this earth. As for human life being seated on this world, you're an entity that was, during its early stages, as an observer, not one as one that's got involved, because it was, I want to say you were too young at that time.
Mm.
I mean, you're an older soul, but did not want to get too involved in a world like this, because it was too much drama was already going on. You're not going to add to it. But you were very much an observer into its creation process. Because many beings, aliens, got involved in this world. They were never the same again. They were deeply affected by it in a way that just, they were never... But the Adam and Eve energies here, one moment, are part of life. Man and female energies to assist with creating life here. It is a project, an Earth project, that you're very much involved with. As an observer, but also one as a... But they're saying, yes, to government meetings that are happening on this world, you do have a presence there. As for where this Earth is going, as for what planets it is being involved with, as it goes into a higher density level. It's just not, you don't choose to be too much involved. You're just still here as an observer.
Mm-hmm.
But you're here, you're doing many other things now, but it cannot be mentioned.
Okay.
It's just not needed, but the preservation of this planet is very important. It is like, I will not say it's a museum piece, but in some ways it's treated that way, where you're allowed to visit and not touch anything. Some look at it in that regard, like that.
Yeah. A wax museum.
Exactly. So it is. There's many rules around this world as aliens get involved, but humanity, many are seeing humanity awaken. It's very exciting, but still have a long way to go. There will be timelines that will be brought in to bring in more information. You're just very much, you're involved, but very much an observer. They wanted to let you know the observer part is, but there's more, you have more hands-on on this planet.
Okay.
The Eve energies is a experimental energy.
Okay.
Pass.
I will try to be quick for other kind of questions.
Yes.
Give me a second. I know a few months ago, I'll try to find it, I have asked about I think it was an entity named I Am the Black, and the answer was it will come back maybe under another color.
Mm-hmm.
The October 8th around 1:15 after 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
A connection about I am the light. Is it the same or completely different entity or species?
It is a different species, but they work together.
Okay.
The black is actually a Syrian energy.
Okay.
And the white is more Pleiadian.
Okay.
And Yayo, actually.
Does the I am the light wish to send message?
Yeah, you're getting close to creation of your involvement.
Okay.
Much is being kept back, it does not need to be known at this time that you're involved with many of the feline races that were here in this on this earth, seeding it, planting the human seed. There's another word for that, but bringing humanity into this environment.
Okay.
And those that are seen to have power on this world as politicians, they were not involved in that. They act like they did. Many were not. They just, the ego within them is quite, it is not comfortable for many entities to connect with.
Okay, I will try to be fast on few name of probably species, just to verification of their existence and few information.
Yes.
Last yesterday, no, October 21, around 1:30 a.m. I think is an entity named Mirror.
Yes. What is it you want to know about this?
What is it, and what kind of information can basic information?
Pleiadian energy that is very much a Arcturian type of philosophy.
Okay.
It also has the dragon information there also. So their message is more of a saying than an entity. Of course, it is an entity because it is a thought. It's like I would not say it's a philosophy, but it is part of their culture of seeing beyond what you see in a reflection.
Okay. Interesting. I will try this one. October 12th, around 7 p.m. Cheesecake species.
I would get that as more around a reptilian humorization energy there. I didn't just messing around, but it is a humorous type of species, kind of a clown species, yes.
Okay.
But in very good nature.
Humoristic species. Which density?
4th density.
Do they have message?
They just want you to laugh out loud. That's all they said.
Okay, perfect. I will try with October 5 around 10 p.m. about the taller.
There's a Pleiadian energy there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call themselves the Pleiadians. The taller is more what they call themselves.
Because they are a mix of something?
Pleiadian and Arcturian.
Okay. Which density?
5th density.
Any message?
They feel like humanity does not need, well, one moment. Humanity does not understand our connection. They will connect when they feel humanity is ready.
Okay. October 21 around 20 after 2 p.m. is a picture of woman which lay on the ground, horizontal, I think is that in English, horizontal side. She's on the side, on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And she have a white mask on the face.
Mm-hmm.
Is a picture received. What kind of message behind that?
You said this was a visualization that you received?
In visualization, I see. Visualization of what?
Was this a dream, or what was this again?
I just see in my head. Yeah, I think I was awake, maybe. 21 is which day is it? Probably I just rest before I go to work. Probably maybe in my dream or after I rest.
Very much a Pleiadian energy also. A message from the Pleiadians. Of change. Of also there's a cryptic message mostly. It is actually a past life that is flickering through you, from what it seems. But this is a Pleiadian connection that is at this time not ready to be explained.
Okay. October 21, around 30 minutes after 2 p.m. A kind of bishop reptilian, all green. The clothes were green, everything was green.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of message or what kind of entity behind that?
They're not going to say who they are. The Thoth, they're connected to the Thoth, is what they say.
T-O-T or?
T-O-T-H, Thoth, or T-H-O-T-H.
Okay. They are positive?
Yes.
No message?
Not at this time.
Are you able to tell me which density?
Fourth density.
Or do they wish to tell me if they are connected to me from another lifetime or?
You're not going to see it this time.
Okay. Later on. What time is it? Okay, a few minutes. I will try with different kind of agents. I guess you have many different agency in any alien species or something similar agency, like MIB is an agency of man. You understand what I mean?
You're looking for another agency other than the MIB, or?
Yeah, I will try a few names of probable agency.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you can tell me a few names.
Mm-hmm.
Golden Blue Agent.
Mm-hmm.
What is behind that?
They're going to be vague on their descriptions that the world's not ready for. They are part of the Pleiadian energies. Yes.
Okay. They are like 4 or 5D or?
They're not going to say. Most of these are not going to, they're not going to say.
Do they have message or?
Only that your world's not ready for their connections. At a higher density, they will be more clear, but at this time, you have your MIB, and they feel that that is enough. They are not quite understood, and they already have enough going on.
Okay.
As you understand them more clearly, these other ones will come through eventually.
Okay.
It's like your reptilians. As more your reptilians become known, more come. Same as your MIB agents, there's many that are somewhat similar. And other realities. These agencies, you can say, are connected to other worlds. It's not really interfere with yours at this time.
Do they send me the picture to me, or just pick them randomly?
They're letting you know that they exist. That's all they're doing.
Okay. I will start for that. Thanks, Dan, for that.
And more will come through when it's needed. It will come directly to you from what you're. But mostly they say the world's not ready for it. But it gives you an idea that they do exist.
They don't wish to give a general message to humanity?
Not at this time.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
No, they refuse to do so.
We need to ask to the Russ. Mantis agent?
That is the same with all these agencies. That message went to all of them. They're not going to answer any of them.
They are refused. Okay, we'll try, and if one of them try or more open. Stellar agent?
That's the same that goes through all of these agents.
It's the same place?
It's the same answer for all of them.
Okay, the gold agent, shark agent too?
Yes, they're not. None of them are going to. None of them are going to do it.
Okay. If I bring donut and coffee, do they wish more?
In the future time, they feel they're.
Okay, we'll try a regular entity before change. Angel of Liptula, October 24, around 10 p.m.
As an Arcturian angel on Arcturian worlds.
Angel, we wish give message.
Not at this time.
Okay. I asked to Ivan before we begin if he wish go in some direction with some entity. He talk about Men in Black and Silver Palladium, probable. Do they wish share message or just jump in and give message?
Yes, the Men in Black and Silver Palladium, there's other Palladiums that are much involved with your Men in Black. Your Men in Black are slowly becoming clean to their origins. There's so much more, but they're giving enough where people feel more comfortable in connecting to them, not feel so alienated by them. That way, if you are approached by one, you can be friendly with them without feeling fright. Because they want to know that humanity is ready for your aliens to come through. If people are afraid of them, that does not help your alien connections. As more friendly humanity becomes with each other, the easier it will be for disclosure to happen. And they will step away and allow this to happen. They can stop disclosure. They can stop all these things.
Okay.
It depends on the energies of the planet. The energies of the planet at this time they feel is not healthy for a world of this at this density, at this low vibration. If people become more friendly to each other, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
But they are known to change that too. If you want an alien, we'll just give you one. See how you act. And most will be scared. At all.
Do you wish to give general message or more direct message to me or to people in general?
Only just a general message that humanity, yes, is in a healing phase. It is crying out for help. It is. But when answers are given, many just disregard it and go on crying for help continuously. They're not realizing that the message of healing is brought to them, but they feel it's not good enough, or they're just too busy crying about it to connect to it. That's fine. It just says that they're not ready to heal yet. That's all it says to us. They're not ready to allow their aliens to come through. There's much about humanity that has not learned about. Your guides, angels, whenever those are understood, your aliens will have no problem landing on your planet. But at this time, humanity still is not ready for any of that. So, that's the message.
Does my guide wish to give message, one of them?
Changes in the era, that's all they say. Just to take care of your health, which you are already doing. You're on the right path. You will find what you are looking for eventually.
In the previous, I think it's previous session, they mentioned about woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the one at this time in the job, or?
There is a female energy, yes.
Is this one?
It is up to you to connect to that female energy. That's up to you.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go soon. Is there anything else? I've been here for some time.
Yeah. No, I think I will let you go. Thank you for everything.
Much love. Take care of all. Much love, humanity, wherever you are. We are watching.